This is example 1, check understanding 1A and 1C from the bottom of page 255. And in this example, we are going to try to factor these expressions by using the method that we call greatest common factor, or GCF. And in greatest common factor factoring, you are looking for the greatest common factor in every term in the expression, if there is one. Meaning, what factors do you see here that are common or shared by all three of these terms? Right? 9, what are the factors of 9? 3 times 3, 1 times 9. What are the factors of 3? Only 1 and 3. And the factors of 18 could be 1 times 18, 2 times 9, 3 times 6. So what is the common factor for all three of these? And the only common factor, besides 1, which really doesn't count, was 3. So I'm going to say 3, put the 3 outside parentheses. Right? This is what we call factoring. Take the common factor and put it outside of parentheses. And now divide each one of these three terms by that common factor. What do I get if I divide 9x squared by 3? I get 3x squared. What do I get if I divide 3x by 3? I get x. And what do I get if I divide 18 by 3? I get 6. So we've taken out the common factor outside parentheses, and we've left behind the terms that would be left if I divided each term by the common factor. Right? It's kind of a reverse distributive property. And you should be able to go backwards now. Multiply distributive, 3 times 3x squared, 9x squared. 3 times x, 3x. 3 times negative 6, negative 18. Okay, this is the check understanding 1C. We're going to do the same thing. What are the common factors? First, between 4 and 2. And I think we could agree that 2 is the common factor. Right? But there's actually W as a factor. W times W, which is W squared, is are factors here. And there's one factor of W in the second term. So in fact, there's a common factor of W, which we could also take in front of parentheses. Okay, now, what do I get if I divide 4W squared by 2W? Well, the 2 goes into 4 2 times. This W in the denominator cancels one of the W's in the numerator, so that is 2W. Okay, now here's the important one. What do I get if I divide 2W by 2W? Right? Well, whenever you divide something by itself, you get 1. And in fact, we need to write plus 1. Okay? If you take a 2W from 2W, you don't get 0, you get 1. Okay, now you could imagine if I do distributive property, 2W times 2W is 4W squared. 2W times 1 is 2W. Okay, so make sure you can understand the examples that are in the example 1 above this, and then also try the check understanding 1B. You should get an answer of 7 times p squared plus 3.